Alright, so I didn't see any videos on YouTube on how to do a front end alignment on a RZR 170. The manual does tell you what to do, but you know, sometimes if you're like me, you like videos better. So maybe this video will help somebody, maybe it won't. So what I did here was kind of jack the front up, pull the tires off, and turn the wheels back and forth, watching this steering box right here, watching it go back and forth, trying to find its extents all the way to the right, all the way to the left. And once I did that, I kind of found the halfway point, and it's pretty close to being there now. So then what I did is take these two sticks. They were, you know, fairly straight enough for what I'm trying to do, 30 inches long each one, and marked the halfway point, lined it up with the center of the hub, did it on both sides. So now I have two 30-inch bars zip tied up here to the just zip tied up here temporarily to the bolts, and this is really just meant to simulate. You can do this with the tires on, you know, that's fine, it may even be preferred. I, however, wanted to do this. This is a little bit longer than the tires. In theory, should be a little bit more accurate. And RZR 170 requires a slight toe out. If you look it up in the manual, you'll see, I think they call from 1/8 to 1/4 inch toe out. So meaning the front toe in would be the tires, you know, kind of pointing in this way. Toe out, the tires kind of point out like that. Right now, like I said, I've aligned, got the tires pretty much straight on, got the steering box aligned, and loosened up the tie rods. So tie rods are here on each side. Let's see here on each side. So here's a jam nut. On the other side down here, it's another jam nut. So I just put a pair of channel locks here on the actual tie rod tube to hold it in place, using my 17mm wrench to break these loose. This is regular thread, so left is loose. This is the one up here is reverse thread, so same on both sides. So don't fight it, don't break it. It's reverse thread. And so I've preliminarily spun these to get them loose. See, give you an example if you're watching. So I'm going to turn this, and if you see this right here, see as I'm turning that wheel is actually turning independently of the other. So right now we'll take some measurements. I think I've got it pretty close, but let's measure anyway. So what I want to do is come out here all the way to the end, and then I want to get a measurement. And I've got 38 5/8 measurement between here and here. Now I want to go to the back, as far back as I can go, kind of right up here against the firewall. I guess you can call it a firewall, except there's no engine, so whatever. And I have 38 1/2. So that means the front is 38 5/8, 38 1/2. It's 1/8 of an inch wider at the front than it is in the back. So I'm happy with this. This is good. I'm not worrying right now about where that steering wheel is, because I know that I'm centered on the steering assembly. So if my steering wheel is not centered right now, then I need to make it centered by either unbolting the steering wheel at the top, or right here at the steering assembly, moving it over a couple teeth and putting it back down and tightening it up. So I want to do that kind of independently of this. I thought that it was going to be a tie rod adjustment that would need to be done to make that happen, but upon closer inspection, steering wheel straight basically means it'll turn more in one direction than the other, and didn't really want that. Wasn't what I was looking for. So I'm kind of locking all my dimensions down right now. So what I'm doing is using the tie rod to hold it, or using the vice grips to hold it in place, not let it move, and tightening it up with the wrench. So this side's done. Do the same on this side. And I see marks where somebody's done this before. Maybe that's how it came from the factory. I don't know. But that's okay. We're gonna leave this on this side. Come around, tighten this up. I don't know if you can actually see what I'm doing here or not, but I think you get the point. Now we got them tight, and it's time to double check what we did. Again, this one, oh, make sure you're not pushing them out. So 38 5/8. $38.5. Yep, 38.5. So now the front end of this thing is aligned, and ready to go. So the reason for the toe out, the slight toe out, I'm really not sure. Most of the time I'm doing a slight toe in to help it track. Like if you toe out too much, it kind of wants to walk on you. But you know, that's what this called for. So that's what we've got. And again, hopefully this video is helpful to somebody out there. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll do my best to answer them when I get a moment, but hopefully this helps. Again, the user manual is fairly helpful as well. You know, they have a little bit of a different process with marking the tires, rolling it forward and backward, but I'm happy with this. So thanks.